What is good, y'all? What is good? Thanks for tuning in and welcome back to another episode. And we finna talk Solidus AiTech. But before we get into that, y'all already know, big shout out to the Patreon and Telegram members. We're growing over there, baby, and it's a wonderful feeling. YouTube channel members, y'all already know, y'all the OGs. Definitely appreciate y'all support, man. Can't say it enough. And the subs is up. We growing, so everybody's breaking the buttons. We get ready to punch through 2,000. And lastly, before we get started, BTCC perpetual futures trade. And I keep telling y'all, we're affiliated, baby. The market just went down and we made a couple $100. So check out the QR code in the top left corner of your screen. Definitely helps the channel, definitely helps out my guy Black Rue. And let's talk Solidus. The data center build out is the most critical step for moving into the digital economy. But for some reason, it remains one of the least talked about sectors. You are now tuned in to ShookFocuz, and it is time.
Previously on ShookFocuz.
Solidus AiTech, building out a data center where, you guessed it, in the UAE. Look at this. Now this is something in this data market, right? In this market that I don't see a lot of folks really tying the knot on. Smart cities. With each other, you got the drones dropping off your packages, right? You got all these different things that are reading your, your carbon output. Where is it going to go? You have to store the data somewhere.
It's time to shake the focus up. Sick of being sick and tired. Tell me if you had enough. Yeah, it's Shook's in the building now. We ain't missing nothing. We gon' catch you if they gotta run.
I saw you took the mic. How are you doing? Hey.
I'm doing well. How about yourself? Quick mic check before I start rambling.
Good. You can ramble ahead then.
Awesome. So another question for Irvan, slightly different industry, but also kind of regarding practices. So data centers kind of in general are, producers of a lot of carbon waste for the most part. Would a practice change or of, using like wind and solar and things of that nature rather than typical power sources? Is that something that, in your opinion, would be like quantifiable to show as carbon reduction?
Yeah, it's a good question. Anything where you can give a baseline, as to where you are now and where that project is in 12 months' time, and measure that sort of baseline to where it is currently. You can then sort of account for carbon avoidance. That would be called carbon avoidance, and therefore there are plenty of methodologies around carbon avoidance sort of schemes that would then you'd then be able to qualify for credits against that, and there are different buyers. Some buyers don't like carbon avoidance. Some buyers are fine with it. Some buyers like soil-based carbon. Some like others, trees and sea and whatever. So, there's a passenger for every train. But the important bit is the measurement aspect of it. So in short, yes, that is something that can be sold.
I actually feel kind of bad. It's been a minute since we covered this one, and after looking at that data center push when researching Dovu, then it just feels like it only makes sense to check the progress of an actual AI data center that we have access to via crypto. And this also is basically a receipt to saying that these data centers are going to implement blockchain technology, especially with gaming. If data is the new oil, then these data centers are your gas stations. And Solidus is presenting itself as one that's ready to go, having crypto implemented from the start. So Solidus has officially announced the completion of the data center. I haven't seen a full tour of the data center with installed equipment or nothing like that. I haven't seen one of those videos come out yet, but I expect we'll be getting it sometime in the near future. Because one thing the team was doing is, remember, they was trying to get a hold of the HPC equipment early on. And with everything that's going on with chips right now, with chips related goods, like that was a genius move. So excited to see how much they ready to go with that. So while this data center build has been going on, they haven't just been waiting on the data center build to finish. They built a very, very, very interesting list of partnerships during that time. And I can't say nothing other than bullish looking at what's happening here. So the website got redone. It's been redone a couple of times, and for the better each time. It gets improvements every single time. They got right here, eco-friendly data center, which is a question that we might come back to. But looking at the list, we got NVIDIA, IBM, Adobe, it's on BNB. We got Tron, Base, Ton, Chainlink, and everybody's favorite to talk about right now, Zebek Network. And there's actually there's a wording choice that they use that matches something from my Zebek first look video that I found kind of interesting. That's very interesting. But the partnership on this list that I actually find the most intriguing, the most interesting, is Fetch AI. We know Solidus is big on AI, and they got Ava, who gives us our weekly Friday roundups. But partnering with Fetch AI, Ava gonna be holding conversations like Sophia before you know it. Like, like monstership partnership right here. June 4th, 2025, Dubai, UAE. Solidus AiTech is pleased to announce a strategic partnership with Fetch AI, a pioneer in decentralized AI infrastructure. As part of this collaboration, Fetch AI's proprietary ASI, one LLM model, is now live on the AiTech AI marketplace, providing developers and enterprises with seamless access to advanced tools for building and deploying intelligent agents. This partnership aligns with our mission to democratize access to next generation AI technologies. This is coming from the founder of Solidus AiTech. By integrating Fetch AI's cutting-edge LLM, we are empowering our community with high-performance tools to accelerate innovation across both ecosystems. If you're not sure what an LLM is, just think of ChatGPT, Copilot. A LLM is basically a database of knowledge that they work off of to answer your questions and carry out the tasks. But to add to that, Solidus just recently launched their agent, Forge.
Meet the Wiki Research Agent, your fast track to deeper knowledge, available on Agent Forge. It fetches the best of Wikipedia and academic research, then serves it up in one tidy answer. Just click Add Agents, search Wiki Research, and activate. Type your question, hit run, instant knowledge. Want to write an informative article on cryptocurrency, a breakdown of quantum tunneling, or maybe the science of the perfect nap? Done. Wiki Research gathers key facts, use cases, cutting-edge papers so you don't have to dig. Fire up Wiki Research today. Your brain will thank you.
So with Agent Forge here, we see this agents collaborator. Looks like there's a marketplace and then the My Agent. So you can probably have more than one agent. There's a bring your own. That's interesting. Media management API key. So probably some integrations going on. The prompt box, prompt area looks very similar to the other ones. Look like you can use similar language as well. Then, vision agent, media knowledge. Not sure what that's about. You can have multiple sessions here. And then looks like if you actually go to sign up, there's a $65 sign up credit right now. My guess with that is that the business model is probably similar to the other ones as well. So you can log in there. But something with AI tech that I want to talk about that I don't talk about very often is this perpetual burn situation. So we got it right here, perpetual burn program. Enhancing tokenomics for sustainable growth. This is bullish. Wait till y'all see it. The tokenomics of AiTech are designed to strengthen its value and utility within compute and AI marketplaces. Token burns and staking rewards are key mechanisms within this framework. ensuring long-term value, appreciation, and ecosystem sustainability. The perpetual token burn strategy ensures the deflationary model that enhances scarcity and incentivizes participation. We got the structure. The core of the ecosystem, AiTech serves as the currency for purchasing GPU power, AI solutions, and related services. To support its long-term scarcity and value, a dynamic token burn mechanism is implemented alongside strategic staking pool replenishment. All right, this is where we get it right here, the token burn mechanism. A portion of the profits from all transactions within the ecosystem is allocated to reinforce the token economy. Specifically, a percentage between 10 and 20% of the profits is utilized as follows. So of that, there's a burn mechanism. Half of that allocation is permanently removed from circulation, and then a staking replenishment. The remaining half is directed towards replenishing the staking pools. I want to spoil it so bad right now. So gradual adjustments to the burn rate. To sustain long-term token value, the allocation structure dynamically adapts, increasing burn rate. Over time, the percentage of profits allocated for burning increases progressively, approaching and maintaining X% permanently. So the burn rate is not going to drop back down, decreasing staking pool contributions. A proportion of the tokens directed to the staking pools gradually declines, ensuring that the emphasis shifts towards scarcity and value enhancement. So more and more of that percentage is going to be going to the burn. Here we go. The evolving mechanism guarantees a continuously diminishing token supply, increasing scarcity and reinforcing long-term token value. The model initially rewards early supporters through staking incentives, but over time, the emphasis shifts toward value appreciation and sustainable ecosystem growth. Look at this total token supply scenario. So in the example here of roughly a 20% burn rate, we got total token supply scenario. In 2024, 2033 is where the graph runs, starting at just over 1.8 billion. If we follow just that 10% constant burn rate, then by 2033, you're looking at just under 100 billion tokens. But if that dynamic rate kicks in, oh my goodness, by 2033, you're looking at 50 billion tokens. So even if the market cap does nothing, that big of a reduction in supply would do crazy things for price appreciation. Crazy things. And man, y'all, something else that came to mind when I was looking at Solidus, y'all know, y'all know. But just something that tells me that I believe we're looking in the right places with these projects is when we start to see the same names. That's right. Check out Dovu in those names, and then check out Solidus in those names. These are the things that tell me we looking in the right places. So let's go ahead and take a look at these tokens, man. Okay, so Solidus right now at just under 5.5 cents. We can see an all-time high of 43 cents. Market cap 82 mil. Max supply 2 billion. So that was right. Looks like we was on track. Total supply 1.988 billion. So we can check that in a minute, and then circulate 1.5 billion. So if we go to the burn dashboard, yep, so 11.8 million of total supply has been burned. So they got this burn dashboard over here on the website. And so that checks out when we look at the total supply and max supply. So that's what those tokens went. So they're definitely burning. And then contract, we can see the Binance Smart Chain contract there. You can see it over on BSC scan. So let's go ahead and check that out since we're here. So BSC scan. Let's see. So it's got 52,000 holders. Okay. So 14%. Okay. It's a decent spread. It's a decent spread. At least in that top 10. That's what you like to see, that top 10 with some spread in it. So that's decent. Let's see what it's looking like to get on the last page here. What's the smallest bag to make the list to get in the top 1,000? To get in the top 1,000, you got to have a bag at least, you got to have at least 104,000 tokens to make the top 1,000. So decent setup there with the tokens, man. Decent setup there with the tokens. All right, y'all. And as we get ready to close this thing out, taking a quick look at AiTech over here on X. As we scroll down, check this out. They got just over 500,000 followers now, 606.6 thousand followers. Followed by the ever bullish Chain GPT. Definitely gonna have to get into some Chain GPT here. And then AiTech is live on Uphold now. So if you're looking for a way to get it outside of fighting with those DEXs, it's available now on Uphold. And then looks like, oh, we got a weekly snapshot from Ava here. It's like Ava got some news for us. So go ahead and check out what Ava has to say. Until next time, don't get shook. Stay focused. And I'm out.
Hey everyone, Ava here with your Solidus AiTech weekly snapshot. Let's dive into the biggest updates shaping our ecosystem this week. 220,000 AiTech burned, and burn dashboard now live. We've completed our latest token burn, removing 220,000 AiTech from circulation as part of our monthly ecosystem burn, demonstrating our deflationary token economy. And for full transparency, you can now track every burn in real time with our new burn dashboard. New Agent Forge partner, Hurist joins the ecosystem. Hurist has officially launched on Agent Forge. Their new agent-native cloud supports collective intelligence with the Hurist Search Agent now live. It coordinates multiple search agents for fast, credible results and reduced hallucinations. Start using it now. Just grab a free API key with invite code AiTech. Zebec Ecosystem Spaces, AI Edition. Solidus AiTech joined Julia OS and Spectre AI at Zebec's Ecosystem Spaces event focused on AI in Web3. A powerful session featuring projects leading innovation across decentralized AI. AiTech now listed on Uphold. It's official. AiTech is now tradable on Uphold, giving over 10 million users, mainly in the US, and over 180 countries seamless access to the token. This is a major step forward for adoption and awareness of AiTech, especially across the US. Solidus AiTech's HPC data center goes live. Our high-performance computing data center is now fully operational. This marks the first ever data center launched by a Web3 company, unlocking 624 teraflops of compute with cutting-edge Radox cooling and less than 1 millisecond latency. Next up, the launch of Compute Marketplace, powered by AiTech. We've rolled out our DAO governance platform on the website. It's a hub for proposals, participation, and transparency, bringing community governance to the forefront of the AiTech ecosystem. That wraps up your weekly update. Keep building, keep staking, and we'll see you next time.
And I do believe to properly build out AI, we're talking about trillions of dollars of investing. So data centers today could be as much as 200 megahertz. They're now talking about data centers are going to be 1 gigawatt. That's powers a city. There was one tech company that I spoke to the CEO last week who said right now with all their data centers is about 5 gigawatts. By 2030, they need 30 gigawatts. 30.